For centuries, humankind has gazed upon the stars and pondered our place in the vast cosmos. We've mapped the Earth, navigated its oceans, and even journeyed into space. Yet a persistent enigma lingers in the minds of some. Is our planet truly a sphere, or could it be flat? In this exploration of scientific understanding, we venture into the realm of flat Earth theories, armed with the powerful tools of observation, logic, and empirical evidence. Join us as we embark on a journey to separate fact from fiction, guided by an unwavering commitment to the pursuit of truth. Prepare to have your preconceptions challenged as we delve into the heart of these extraordinary claims. Our journey begins now. Many proponents of the flat Earth theory point to the seemingly flat horizon as proof of their beliefs. Indeed, when we stand at the edge of a vast expanse, be it ocean or plain, the horizon appears flat to our eyes. However, this phenomenon is not evidence of a flat Earth, but rather a consequence of the immense scale of our planet. The curvature of the Earth is subtle, especially when observed from a low vantage point. Imagine an ant traversing the surface of a large beach ball. From the ant's perspective, the surface would appear relatively flat. Similarly, our limited human perspective makes it difficult to perceive the Earth's curvature from the ground. As we ascend to higher altitudes, whether in an airplane or a high-altitude balloon, the curvature of the Earth becomes increasingly apparent. Remain in orbit due to the Earth's gravitational pull. A common misconception in flat Earth models is the notion of an immense ice wall encircling the perimeter of the disc-shaped Earth, holding back the oceans. This ice wall, often purported to be Antarctica, is said to prevent people from falling off the edge. This claim, however, crumbles under the weight of scientific evidence. Antarctica is not an impenetrable ice wall, but a continent with its own unique geography, flora and fauna. Explorers have traversed Antarctica extensively, mapping its coastlines and interior regions. Furthermore, satellite imagery provides an unobstructed view of Antarctica, revealing it to be a continent surrounded by ocean, not an impassable barrier at the edge of the world. The existence of such an ice wall would also defy the laws of physics. The immense pressure exerted by the oceans would cause any such structure to collapse under its own weight. Satellite images, a window to our planet. In our modern age, we are fortunate to have access to an incredible tool for observing Earth from above satellites. These sophisticated machines orbit our planet, capturing images and data that have revolutionized our understanding of the Earth. Flat Earth proponents often claim that satellite images are fabricated or manipulated to perpetuate the globe-Earth conspiracy. However, this assertion ignores the overwhelming evidence to the contrary. Satellite imagery comes from a variety of sources, including government agencies, private companies, and international collaborations. It's highly improbable that all of these entities, with their diverse interests and often competing agendas, would collude to fabricate such a massive deception. Furthermore, the consistency and detail of satellite images, along with their corroboration with ground-based observations, leave little room for doubt about their authenticity. The logic of airline flight paths. Another argument often put forth by flat earthers is that airline flight paths prove the Earth is flat. They point to certain flight routes that appear illogical on a globe model. suggesting that they would be shorter and more direct on a flat Earth. However, this line of reasoning fails to account for several crucial factors that influence flight paths. Wind patterns, for example, play a significant role in determining the most fuel-efficient routes for airplanes. The jet stream, a band of strong winds high in the atmosphere, can either hinder or assist aircraft depending on their direction of travel. Additionally, air traffic control regulations, airspace restrictions and political boundaries also influence flight paths, sometimes necessitating routes that may seem circuitous on a flat Earth map. The Coriolis effect, evidence of a rotating Earth. The Coriolis effect, a phenomenon that influences the motion of objects on a rotating body, provides compelling evidence for the Earth's rotation and consequently its spherical shape. As the Earth rotates on its axis, objects in motion, such as airplanes, missiles and even air currents, appear to deflect from their intended paths. This deflection occurs because the Earth is constantly moving beneath the object, causing it to land or arrive at a point slightly east or west of its target. The Coriolis effect is most pronounced at the poles and gradually decreases towards the equator. It has a significant impact on weather patterns, influencing the rotation of hurricanes and typhoons. The existence and observable effects of the Coriolis effect cannot be reconciled with a flat Earth model. The Sun and Moon celestial giants, not miniature disks. Flat Earth theories often depict the Sun and Moon as relatively small, flat objects that hover close to the Earth's surface, illuminating it like spotlights. This notion, however, contradicts centuries of astronomical observations and measurements. Astronomers have long known that the Sun is a massive star, approximately 109 times the diameter of Earth, located about 93 million miles away. The Moon, while much closer at an average distance of 238,900 miles, is still a significant celestial body with a diameter of about 2,159 miles. The vast difference in size and distance between the Earth, Sun and Moon is evident in solar and lunar eclipses. During a solar eclipse, the Moon, positioned directly between the Sun and Earth, completely obscures the Sun's disk, a phenomenon that would be impossible if the Sun and Moon were the same size and close to Earth. Water finds its level, but on a sphere. The phrase "water finds its level" is often cited by flat Earth proponents as evidence that the Earth cannot be curved. They argue that if the Earth were a sphere, water would flow towards the lowest point, leaving the rest of the planet dry. This argument, however, overlooks the fundamental force at play: gravity. Gravity pulls water towards the center of the Earth, causing it to conform to the planet's spherical shape. Just as a drop of water clings to the surface of a ball, the Earth's oceans are held in place by gravity. The curvature of the Earth is not noticeable on a small scale, such as a glass of water or even a lake, but on a global scale, it becomes a defining characteristic of our planet's shape. The curvature at altitude, a matter of perspective. Flat earthers often claim that the lack of visible curvature from high altitudes, such as from airplanes, proves the Earth is flat. While it's true that the curvature of the Earth may not be immediately apparent from a typical airplane window, this is primarily due to the limitations of human perception and the relatively low altitude of commercial flights. The higher we ascend, the more noticeable the curvature becomes. High-altitude balloons and images taken from the International Space Station provide clear evidence of the Earth's curvature. Additionally, using wide-angle lenses can enhance the perception of curvature as they capture a wider field of view, making the curvature more apparent in photographs and videos. Circumnavigation, a journey around a sphere. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence for a spherical Earth is the well-documented history of circumnavigation. For centuries, explorers have sailed and flown around the globe, starting at one point and returning to the same point by traveling in a continuous direction. This feat would be impossible on a flat Earth, as one would simply reach the edge of the disk and be unable to continue traveling in the same direction. The first successful circumnavigation of the globe was completed by Ferdinand Magellan's expedition in 1522, proving conclusively that the Earth is a sphere. Since then, countless individuals and expeditions have circumnavigated the globe, reinforcing this fundamental understanding of our planet's shape. A sphere of wonder. As we conclude our exploration of flat Earth theories, it's important to remember that the pursuit of knowledge requires a critical and discerning mind. We've examined 10 common flat Earth arguments and debunked them using scientific evidence, logical reasoning, and a healthy dose of skepticism. From the illusion of a flat horizon to the reality of circumnavigation, the evidence overwhelmingly supports the fact that our planet is a sphere. The world is full of mysteries and wonders, and while it's tempting to embrace unconventional ideas, it's crucial to ground our understanding in evidence-based reasoning. If you've enjoyed this journey of discovery, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop seeking the truth.